Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. Hope you and your family are doing well. In today's video, this is going to be another Q&A session. I'm going to be answering some of your questions that I've been getting. And as our channel has been around for a number of years now and it keeps growing, we keep getting oftentimes similar questions. I typically get a few emails almost on a daily basis from folks around the world that have questions about rugs that they own themselves. And if this is something that you're interested in, if you yourself have questions, feel free, look on the link below. There is a video that tells you what kind of pictures I need, the size, and the types of pictures. And this is also something that you're going to see in today's video. And what I do is I do my very best to answer all of the questions that I'm getting. When I see questions that are very not common, but that many of you have also asked, I will bunch them together. In this case right here, again, I have 4 questions. These are individuals who have asked me whether rugs are handmade, whether they are silk, or ask me about the origin or the age and all that. And as I oftentimes do, I always tell my clients to, number one, get a second opinion. Feel free to ask others. I am not the kind of person that is so arrogant as to refer to himself as an expert, nor am I someone who believes that you can look at something just by the pictures and be 100% certain. I always tell my clients, the same with our viewers. Um, if you have questions, I'll do my very best to answer them. If I don't have the answers, fortunately, being in the carpet wholesale business, my family's background had been in the high-end Persian rugs as well as in the Turkish hurricane rugs. That is what we have been doing for decades. I'm the 3rd generation. And so, but it doesn't mean that we have all the answers. Fortunately, if we don't have the answers, we can also, of course, check with our family, friends, many of whom are also in the rug business, but who specialize in different types of carpets, whether it's Afghan, Chinese, Indian. And so oftentimes when I don't have the answer, I will ask them and then share the details with you. And this is also why I'm able to feature some of the unique pieces. It's not that we're special. It's just that we have access to the rugs. And what works for me is the background that I have, being born and raised in Germany, where I do the videos in Hamburg here. This is a wholesale district that used to be one of the largest in the world, but my native language is actually German. I learned Persian as growing up since both my parents were from Iran. And then I basically became an American once I moved to the States, and I basically called the States my home. And now I go back and forth and everything. So I'm able to communicate in Persian, German, English. My German and English is pretty much fluent. And that is why I'm able to look at your questions and then literally hand them over, explain it to whether it's my Persian friends and family or my German, and I can pretty much get the answers that I can. So again, this channel, this video today in our channel is we're going to do a quick Q&A. And as I've oftentimes do, before I tell you my opinion of the rug, I will first showcase the rug itself. And so to start things out, we got William here who has sent me a number of rugs. And the question that he had for me was, he purchased this rug for an unbelievable only $45. He bought this rug from a secondhand furniture store, and to him it looked like it could be a Turkish or Chinese origin, and he really couldn't tell whether it's machine made, whether it's authentic, whether it's silk or wool. He mentioned that it has a high knot count of about 500 kpsi, and so he wanted to have my basic opinions of the rug. As you can see here, we have a number of pictures. We have a blacked out area on the front of the first picture. I didn't want to uh, show the logo of the business. And then he included a whole bunch of other pictures from the sides, the backs, and the one pictures that I always like are the corner pictures, front and back, because they tell us a whole lot about the type of rug, the type of weave, the type of material and everything. That is probably one of the best things I can use to quickly gather the information that I need to be able to give you a quick answer. In his case right here, I told him that number one, he got one heck of a bargain. It looks like a large rug, and to have only spent $45 on it, in my opinion, I told him that it looks to me to be a Chinese made, and to get a second opinion, it may be well worth getting it restored, cleaned, repaired, or it may not. But given the size of the rug, a restoration can easily cost several hundreds, maybe even 1,000 or two. And so in this case right here, I would definitely advise him to get a second opinion. Now, next we have Bart. Bart has, again, you have the pictures right here. You see how, again, we have several pictures. Obviously, watch the video, link below in the description. So he sent me the pictures. And this is a piece that is roughly 30 by 22 inches, so roughly 90 centimeters by 24 centimeters. And he wanted to know whether it is, in my opinion, machine made or handmade. And so with that in mind, I'm just going to let you look at the pictures real quick. You see these beautiful floral design. You can see how, well, I shouldn't really say too much and let you simply look at it. But based on what I can tell you is that this to me looks like a classic. 100% handmade gome rug. This is most likely from the 70s, because I mean, this is something that I have seen since pretty much I was born. This is the type of rug that a lot of Persian families have hanging. They typically hang them on walls, or they put them in small areas where there's not a lot of traffic. But this is a classic pure silk gome rug from the 70s to early 80s. And as you can see here, like I said, we got the 5 pictures. In almost all instances, my clients, my viewers always send me the first picture is always that of the rug, and that's great. It's the other close-ups that really help us. In this case, pretty simple. Now, third, we have one of our viewers and subscribers, Jörg. He sent me these pictures of this older rug. Looks like a Turkish piece, and it does look like a hurricane. And he pretty much he has asked me in the past about other rugs, and the comments that he has made it clear to me, at least, that he is a knowledgeable person But as you can see here in the pictures, um, I wanted to know if I can give him an idea about the date of the rug. He mentioned that it was his guess that it was somewhere in the first half of the 20th century. Wanted to have my opinion, and I showed these pictures to a number of our friends just to confirm, and my family. And yeah, we're pretty sure that this rug dates right about 1920s. This uh, furs that you see in the center, this is classic. It's right out of the Quran, and you'll also see the religious writing that is on the back. Now, I know I'm going to screw this up when I say Lohe, Lohe, Lo, Allah. This is why my family tells me I'm not allowed to speak Persian, Arabic, or Farsi. It's pretty ghetto-like. Hate to say it, but it basically, it's when you start your prayers in the Islamic faith, and I guess loosely translates into something like "in the name of our Lord," and it's a standard beginning of a blessing of the prayer. And so that is what that says. And this color design, this color combination, very classic with the orange and everything, from the 1910 to about 1930, 1940s. We have seen it in Persian rugs, we have seen it in Turkish, and the whole, the same with some of the rugs from the Azerbaijan area, the Kazakh area. We have seen them all. And this was very classic. So I would imagine, I would say right about 1920s. It's a real nice piece of the old, from that generation. Now, lastly, we have a piece that actually, this is the inspiration for me hanging up these two right here. This is Tracy, and he has a older piece right here. And as you can see, it looks like it has seen some better days. Um, from what I understand, this viewer had also asked me about some other rugs, and I do believe that he, unfortunately, may have had some of these rugs that were in a recent, we had two very horrific hurricanes that hit Florida in the autumn, um, I'm sorry, in the fall of 2024, and basically back to back. And so this may have been, he mentioned in some of my other, in some of the other emails that he sent me, that these videos and pictures, um, that these are also from that region in Florida. So I hope he's doing well and everything. But he wanted to know what I think about this rug right there. And as you can see in the pictures there, now what I did was I hung up these two pieces right here because these two are the types of rugs. They have different design, obviously. This mirror-up design is very different than what he has. But we're talking about the type of rug. And there's two types of rugs that I oftentimes get emails about that many of you have asked me about. One of them is the larger piece right here, and this mirror-up piece. This is an Indian cashmere. This is something that many of you have asked me about. When you look at the close-up picture with the fringes, you can see how it is what it, this is very classic cashmere, but it is for those of you that are not very knowledgeable. You will notice there is actually a similarity between how the Kashmirs feel and the Turkish Kayseri. Also, when you look at the fringes, oftentimes they share sometimes the same type of feel and look to it. Now, in his case, in the case of Tracy, again, I'm just going to briefly show you the pictures. And I was able to tell him that, yes, in my opinion, his rug is an actual Turkish Kayseri. That is my opinion. I also, as always, welcome him to get second opinions. I do believe that it is handmade, but these are really nice pieces, and they tend to be on the pricing wise, they tend to be on the lower price range and quality. But it is really nice piece, obviously handmade and everything. And so that was one of the questions that he asked. Handmade, yes. And then the type and everything. So there you have it. So I hope these questions, this Q&A session was of help to some of you. Try to make it as entertaining, as informative as possible. So I'm going to be doing these types of videos as I get questions in. Please note that I do not feature every question in the videos. I try to look for questions that are oftentimes asked by multiple people. So then when I give you the information that I have, like in this case right here, I'm giving something that is not individual based, but has a broad audience. So I hope videos like these are not only helpful, but enjoyable, and that this is one of the many videos that we have. If you like our channel, it's all about carpets. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, give us a like. If you need more information about the rugs that I feature in the videos, feel free to look at the links below or visit us at mprugs.com. Now I'm going to be coming back to you with many more videos to come. In the meantime, wishing you and your family the very best. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.